If you're like me, when I get out of college, I'm going to start looking for a job. And so are 18 million other people, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Sometimes going back to the basics and focusing on the simple things proves to be the push over the edge we need. When it comes to the job market, qualifications are undisputably important, but that's not the only tool used to land a job. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about 2 tools that have been proven to enhance your chances of nailing a job when someone's qualifications exceed yours. These 2 tools are preparing your first impressions and positive networking. To start off with, you need to cultivate the best possible impression you can from the start. Elmer Wheeler published extensive research on phrase and communication techniques that sold goods and services. His number 1 rule for getting a job is the 10-second approach to first impressions. Wheeler writes in his book, "The successful job hunter will watch his opening statements because your first 10 words and gestures are more important than your next 10,000. So in other words, your introduction is vital. Think about it as giving a speech. Your introduction is the most important part. You have to grab the attention of your audience in a positive way, or they won't listen to you the remainder of the time you speak. And if the introduction is just awful, it sets the tone for the entire speech or interview. So make sure you have a good first impression, and it's not hard. Remember to hold good posture, because good posture signifies confidence. And confidence is a characteristic employers look for. Second, greet your employers with a firm handshake and eye contact. These 2 gestures will give your employer a snap judgment of your character. And with a strong handshake, a sincere smile, and eye contact, your character will portray a confident, trustworthy individual who is interested and open, which are traits you want to display. Next, I wanted to talk to you about cultivating relationships with individuals who will be able to help you professionally, also known as networking. The U.S. Labor Bureau statistics reported 70% of all jobs are found through networking. That's more than every 2 out of 3 jobs. I'm actually in the 70% that gained a job through networking. Last year, as I got ready to graduate high school, I also started looking for a job. I found a job at a local steakhouse, but found out the employers were very hesitant about hiring anyone under the age of 20. That meant me. So in a move to get the job, I immediately began talking to a friend of mine at school whose sister owned the country cabin. My friend was faithfully adamant in talking to his sister about hiring me. On the day of the interview, I got the job. Now my boss and I are very close. She told me if it would have been for her brother, who's my friend, persistently putting in a good word for me, I'd never been hired. So utilize networking. There's many ways in which you can do it. Michelle Robertson and Jim Lynn from Liberty Mutual Research Center and Ben Karsh from the University of Wisconsin all agree that attending meetings and conferences and volunteering are some of the best ways to begin networking. When you do attend these things, make it a habit to meet new people, especially people in the same career field you have an interest in. Then don't hesitate to send them an email afterwards. Keep in contact. Begin cultivating relationships that can become beneficial to you, whether it's the opportunity for an internship, which could lead to a job, or even just a recommendation from a well-known professional. Utilize networking. So it's obvious, job preparation is not an overnight transformation. It takes planning and practice plenty of time in advance. Even though the job market is more competitive now than ever, we now know ways in which we can set ourselves apart. There may be someone who's twice as qualified as we are, but with preparing our first impressions and networking, we can even the playing fields or even surpass these people when it comes to landing a job.